The PSP had a surprising number of retro game collections. From the Midway collection that had the first 3 Mortal Kombat games, the Atari collection with many of the system's classics, to the awesome Sega Mega Drive collection, or Genesis for those that are from North America. Not all of these made it to the PSN unfortunately, but 2 that are available are the Capcom Classics Collection Reloaded and the Classics Collection Remixed. Generally, I intend to highlight just one game for each retro recommendation video, but these 2 collections go hand in hand and provide a great selection of games from Capcom's arcade, 16-bit and earlier days. The Reloaded collection includes Street Fighter 2 and the turbo and hyper-fighting versions of Street Fighter 2. It also has Gunsmoke and the shoot-'em-up games 1942 and 1943. These were the highlights of the package for me. In the Remix collection you have Final Fight, Strider, Captain Commando and the original Street Fighter game, and many others. Both game collections came with bonus content like artwork. For the Remix collection it was unlocked by playing the games and completing certain challenges. For Reloaded, you earn coins as you play the game and you could use those coins to play a slot machine to unlock the artwork or game music. The slot machine was super annoying. I hardly ever won anything, so it felt like all this extra content was just locked out for me. The most important part of the collections was the games, of course, and both sets had games that I remembered playing as a kid and loved. I loved going back to Final Fight and taking on those hordes of bad guys with the over-the-top 80s action movie sound effects, or playing Street Fighter 2 again and having it all play, look and feel so familiar. Street Fighter 2 in particular is still so much fun to play, and the emulation is just as I remember the arcade version, down to the momentary slowdown when you get hit by a fireball. This may sound like a bad thing, but it felt normal to me because it was what I grew up playing. Since the collection was meant to emulate the arcade games, there are no save points mid-game. I would definitely have preferred to be able to create at least one random save mid-game, but the collections give you unlimited credits so you can keep playing. It was only because of the unlimited credits that I could finally finish Final Fight. There were a lot of games that I'd never played before I got these collections, like Captain Commando and Magic Sword, that I ended up really enjoying. For anyone that was playing arcade games in the late 80s and 90s, this is a great collection to remember gaming back in the day. Even if you've never played these games in the arcade, this is still a great collection of games you can pick up and play and enjoy. The controls are straightforward, and like most arcade games, you're launched into the action straight away. The load times can be a little bit long when starting a new game, but not so much that it hurt the experience. Playing them again today, there's so much fun to be had in this collection, and challenge too. Beating Bison and Vega again on Street Fighter 2 was so damn hard. When you consider each collection is the same price as Final Fight or Street Fighter 2 on the 3DS eShop, and you get loads of other games too, then you're getting a really great value for money. These collections are worth the cheap price just for games like Strider, Final Fight and Street Fighter 2, but having all the other games thrown in makes this an amazing purchase, especially for retro gaming lovers. That's why the PSP Capcom Classics collections are my retro recommendation. So let me know which games you played and loved in these collections. Were they as fun today as you remembered? Leave a comment and let me know. Thanks for watching.